Good morning, traders, and welcome back to another Forex Showdown. I got FxBigDog in the room, and we're going to go ahead and battle between us, looking at 5 pairs and seeing what trade opportunities we have in the market. And we're going to see who can close their first 2 trades and will be named the champion. So we're going to get right to it and stick right through this.
Oh, yeah. This is the old man glasses right here. All right. This is not the sunglasses. This is the old man kicking butt to the younger generation right here. What's up, Cameron?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing much. Hey, let's see. Traders, welcome to the showdown. Cameron, thanks for bringing me back into the show to show them who's the champion. All right. Got to show the reigning champion. This wasn't just natural. I had to work on this. Okay, just letting you know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and knock out some trades this morning. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. Firstly, number one, we did have some news coming out this morning that is critical, and that, of course, was the jobs out in the U.S. We'll go have a conversation around that. A second thing that you need to know is that the reason why our show is a little late this morning, we actually had some VPS issues. We cannot log into our VPS, so we cannot actually place live trades right now. We have contacted support. They're working on it to get us all ready to go. Once it is ready, we'll go ahead and put those trades in. But if we can't, we will go ahead and let you know exactly what we are doing and if we're going to go ahead and place those trades later on in the day once we get access to the VPS. Now, the reason why we're using that VPS, and you're thinking, why don't you just play it manually? Well, the problem here is that we use a trading tool called the Pip Hunter Trading Tool. And that Pip Hunter Trading Tool helps us to be able to manage our positions so we don't have to go ahead and do all that stuff ourselves manually. It goes ahead and enters the trade, it manages extra positions, and it takes us out of our trades in profit. That's the reason why we want to do that on a VPS. So we'd rather not place anything than not use the tool, because that tool is so valuable and so important to us because it does all the heavy lifting, so we don't have to do that manually. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Cameron will keep checking and making sure that the VPS has got sort of access while we go through the different pairs. So Cameron, I think we're going to go talk about the non-farm payrolls this morning and just give the traders a little bit of insight of what's going on right here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take the reins at the moment right now. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and let's just talk about what just went down with regards to the non-farm payroll. Okay. So if we take a look over here on the right, or at least on the left-hand side, you can see that we have got some data that was released this morning. And if we look at the data, I'll tell you why this is so important. If you've been paying attention to, for instance, like the US dollar JPY, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right here. So US dollar JPY. I've gone ahead and opened up right here. Oh, that's FXM. Let me go ahead and pull it up again here. I know camera's running on that. All right, here we go. So here we go. We've got US dollar JPY right here. Now, if I go to the daily time frame, we've been in this big, strong rally. All right. Look at that big, strong rally for the last. In fact, it started off here in around about March of 2022. And you can see we've had the strong rally, and we've been looking for the market to correct. Now, if you take a look over here, we had some swings indicating that price is looking to turn at this point right here. And we had a little dip, but nothing significant. So if I go ahead and bring in that level there, this is why this is so important. We're at a fifth wave right here, fifth wave. And we're also seeing sort of a rising wedge. Well, if I go ahead and do this and bring in some levels here, this is what I'm looking for. Now, it's not the perfect rising wedge here because I've gone ahead and connected the current high, but this is the type of setup I'm looking for right here. I'm looking for price to move to the right side of the trend line. And so I'm looking for turning points. We did get to the 1.27 not once, but twice. If you can take a look over here, we hit it right there, right? Here we hit that the 1.27 right about there. And now the market's gone ahead and retested. I'm going to tell you what this to me looks like, right? This to me looks like a pump and dump. What does that mean? Well, traders, if you actually pay attention to the market sentiment, you'll find out that actually there are a lot of retail traders that are selling US dollar JPY. In fact, the last time I checked, we had 78% of retail traders that were actually short the market. Now, you might be thinking, well, if you're looking for the turnaround point, I guess that's why they're getting in. Yeah, the problem is a lot of retail traders have been in on the trades all the way down here. And so they're hanging on like with shoestrings right now. They're hanging on to these trades and they're hoping for a turnaround to make profit. Now, the difference between a smart retail trader and the other type of retail trader is this. They don't have enough buying power. They've gone ahead and moved themselves into positions right here without doing proper equity management. And so as the market keeps going up, they're running out of equity. And because they're running out of equity, what's going to happen is if they in sells, right, and they get closed out, what's going to happen? If the sells get closed out, that means we're now going to get the sellers moving into a position where the sellers are going to, at the moment right now, we've got 78% of sellers. We're going to shift over where the retail traders are then going to be a 60% in buys and a 40% in sells. Once we start seeing the market turning because sellers are getting stopped out right here, or the retail traders are getting stopped out right here, the market's going to dump. That's why I said it's a pump and dump, because I believe now pump and dump's normally being read as just a candle up like this and then it comes down like this with a big wick over here. They call that a pump and dump. But I like to call these a very slow pump and dump based on the fact that the markets are trying to push out, or the bigger players are trying to push out the smaller players in the market. And this is because of equity. So very important. If this is not a lesson to everyone, make sure that whatever strategy you're using, use good equity management in all your trades. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be caught up on the wrong side of a trend, and you're not going to have enough equity to be able to sustain your position, and you're going to run out of equity, which means you're going to be margin called. And what you're going to be referred to as that 90% of traders that lose because of not bad trading opportunities, but more necessarily bad equity management that's been applied to your trading. So, with that being said, the news out today is what we're looking for. We're looking for a turnaround, and this is not the only one. We have the same setup. If you take a look over here on the dollar index right here, we're looking at the dollar index, same sort of setup. You see how the market's taking out the previous high right here? Well, traders, we're looking for this type of scenario, and I'm doing a very aggressive trend line going up right here, and I'm going to connect those highs. We're looking at this rising wedge here. Again, an unorthodox rising wedge. We call it the FxBigDog rising wedge here because I'm the only one who's doing it. So this is what we're doing. We're looking for price to get to the right side of the trend line. And when it gets to the right side of this trend line, we're looking for it to take out the lows and start heading back down south. Now, what we're also seeing right here is, look at that slight negative divergence here. So we're also getting a slight bit of negative divergence here, indicating price is going to fall. So the news out today, all right, the news out today was vitally important, very important, because it can help with the turning points. We've seen it on the euro, we've seen it on the US dollar CAD, we've seen it here on the dollar index, we've seen it on the US dollar JPY. Everything's leading to a point where we're looking for turnaround. Now, why is the jobs important? The job's important because the Feds are pushing for a 75 point basis hike on the 21st of September this month. The thing here is, does the data report that what they're doing is maybe the wrong decision and the market's feeling it and the market's going to react accordingly? And I'm going to tell you right now, the market's going to react accordingly, because based on the data coming out today, it shows that what the Feds are doing is actually hurting the economy more than it's helping. And maybe the inflation issue is not the problem. That's what they will focus on. They need to focus on the overall problem and not just the inflationary problem, because they're trying to fix one problem, they're creating another problem. And that's why the market's going to find this this news to be conflicting to what the Feds are actually doing. Now, with that being said, traders, let's jump into what you guys are here for today, and that is, of course, these trade opportunities. Cameron, do you have access to that VPS yet or not?
No, not yet.
Not yet. All
Let
right.
me go ahead and check again, but
Okay.
doesn't look
Well,
like
you
it.
check again. You check again. And I'm the reigning champion from last week, for those that don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel today. Now, Cameron, what do these viewers need to do right now if they're enjoying the content of this video and enjoying these shows? What do they need to do?
What do they need to do to join the Forex Showdowns?
They need to subscribe, my friend. Subscribe. Smash the like button. Get crazy. Smash it like nobody's business. Smash it like there's no tomorrow.
Yep. Hit the subscribe button and smash that like button. It looks like the VPS is still not connecting.
All right. Still not connected. All right. Well, we'll go. The show must go on. So we'll go ahead and continue. And if we get that show, we'll talk about the trades in detail, so you know exactly what we will be doing if the VPS was active. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. It's going to be my currency pair first, because Cameron, do you want to tell him who's last week's champion again? I just want to hear that again. Who is last week's champion again?
It's the big dog.
Right. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure we get this one done. All right. Spinning the wheel. Let's see what's up. Love it. Great. This is the perfect start for a winner, for a champion. All right. All right. So New Zealand CAD. Let me go into New Zealand CAD. Let's take a look at New Zealand CAD right here. All right. And Cameron, while we're busy, just keep checking on that and make sure. All right. Here we go. New Zealand CAD. Wow. New Zealand CAD. I'm going to go. Look, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this chart right here. I'm going to start fresh right here. I noticed that the first thing I'm noticing right here is that we did have this downward swing. Now I'm going to go down to a 4-hour time frame, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that low that we have here, and let me just move this across, and I'm going to take this low right here. This low is important to me, and you can see our price is just about traded above that right now. Now, because of that, I know that price is trying to go for this level right here, maybe even a little lower there. All right, we're looking at a price target of, it looks like 80.68 right here. So let me go ahead and pull up this, and that's about 51 pips going north. That's perfect. 51 pips going north. That gives me the opportunity. Now what I'm going to do is, traders, this is important. What I've done here is I've looked at the overall directional bias, and I'm happy that the fact that we're trading back above that support level. But the one thing that I have to go ahead and check out right here before I go ahead and actually put a short-term trade in, because remember, traders, this session is all about getting into profits quickly. That's what makes us a champion for this show, is if we can profit the quickest by looking at the trades we're looking at. So let's go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break this down by simply doing, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it down to the 15-minute time frame, and I'm going to look at these swings going up, and I'm going to try and see if I can pull out a miracle trade right here, because we've had a lot of pushing this morning. Oh, you see this? You know what? Wait a minute. I might be in a little bit of luck here. 15-minute time frame. Oh, why do I hate this so much? Oh, look at that. Now, all right. So, looks like we might be due for a dip here. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that 15. I'm going to, let me go do this. Actually, no. No. All right, I've taken a look over here. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so this is a shallow trade retracement, but the market did go up to the 1.618 right here. Now it's pulled back. It's testing the previous wave 1 here, and it's looking at finding support right here. So we should be seeing a rally going north. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I want to go ahead and buy at the current price, 80.19. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put a buy at 80.19 right here. $80.19. I'm going to check with my team to see if we've got the setup ready. So there's my buy. My buy is at 80.19 right now. I'm going to check with the team to see if we've got access to this ready. Let me go ahead and double check. I'm going to go ahead and check with the team. But in the meantime, what we're going to do right here is we're going to spend. All right. All right, so there it is. As soon as the VPS is available, that's the entry that we're going to get in over there with a buy at 80.19. Now, if the market's gone 20 pips up, I'll probably stand aside. If the market has pulled back a little bit down, I could probably enter it at a better price. But I'm looking at a buy at this point right here. So the market's jumped already about 3 pips. So hopefully we can get in quick enough to be able to place this trade. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it over to Cameron. Cameron, it's your turn right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at your trade opportunity.
USD CAD. It's been my favorite pair the last month of August, so I'll take it.
Share your screen.
Okay, so I'll show you the VPS. All right.
Perfect.
USD.
All right.
All right, look at this at the USD CAD. I'm looking at the 1 hour. You can see price is at resistance on this trend line as we've been moving in this parallel trend here, bouncing off resistance and support. And it looks like I'm looking for the reversal now. So usually when I look for reversals, I use my MACD confirmation and I look for the lows to be breaking, which we did have a low broken here. And we do have price still coming back down to go ahead and take out. Oh, I don't even have my tool. That's fine. So yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm saying price is definitely going to move into this, which was like a resistance and supply zone. As you can see, I have this kind of this white zone here where price has a little some supply where price dips. So I think price is going to move into the supply zone. So to me, this could possibly be a sell. I do see that we're in an oversold position. Let me go to the 50-minute time frame. Looks like we might get some pullback. Looking at the lower time frame, we might get some pullback, and then we might get some more dip in the USD CAD. If I was going to say for this to dip, it's going to probably pull back over here into our liquidity over here. We have some liquidity in the zone. Price could go ahead and pull back into this zone before it goes ahead and dips. So yeah, that is gonna be my move. So obviously we can't get in the trade as of now. So what I would do is I would go ahead and wait for this pullback, and wait for price to get back into that liquidity zone to go ahead and collect some orders to go ahead and get that bearish momentum to push back to our previous supply.
Okay, so quick question here while we check this out. So if you're looking for a pullback, what level are you looking for the market to pull back to?
Yes, I put this.
Just give us a price here. I want to see how many pips is it?
Price can pull back anywhere in this zone I have here. So obviously the bottom of the zone is at 131.48.
All right, because I do notice that we have a.
Could be even little. It could even be a little less too. Like just because I'm gonna put it by these lows.
Yeah. So I see. I notice right here. If you look at my chart here, I notice that we have a 1.618 of this big bearish swing right here. We have a 1.618. That price almost got to there right there, and we are in this oversold. So there is a correction. You're right. There is a correction due here coming off this upward trend line. Look at that upward trend line as well. So we have that upward trend line from that wedge, and it did bounce over there. So yeah, we could see about 40 per pullback on that. Now, Cameron, you're going to cost average on this, right? So are you saying that you want to enter right now at, let's say, 31.07? Is that your entry price to go long?
Oh yeah, if I could enter right now, then yeah, I would go ahead and trade this pullback because looking at it, it's going to be enough for 20 pips.
Okay,
It
so
will be enough for 20 pips to go ahead and trade this pullback.
all right, so we're going to go do here 31.07. What is it at 7.07? So 31.07, and this would be the buy. We're going to just make a note of this. And because if we get if we get the VPS working, we're going to be able to place these trades again. So there it is there. So that's the buy you're looking for. You look for a 20 pip grab on that. All right, I'm going to go back to my New Zealand CAD. I think I didn't put a buy or sell yet. Yeah, I see buy. Okay, I did put buy there. All right, good. So, okay, so we're going to, and that's interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. I've got a lot of wicks at the top here. This buy's looking really and I'm going to go back and explain exactly what I'm thinking right here as well. But let's go back to your trade. So you say, I like your trade more than I like mine. But let's take a look here. Yeah, I see that buy. Okay, cool. All right, so this is your trade right here. Let's go ahead and, all right, so is anyone else, do you want to add anything else to that, Cam?
No, that's it. That's it. I'm just downloading my tool back here so I can use that to show the audience a little better of what I'm looking at.
You don't have to download it. You just have to go in and add it. Just push it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I added
Gotcha.
it.
All right, let's go ahead and roll the wheel again here. All right, traders, so we've got two trades in right now. We've got the US dollar CAD with a buy. Cameron's looking for a buy, pullback of about 20 pips on that. I've gone in and traded the New Zealand CAD, and I'm looking for a buy on the New Zealand CAD, and I've just been given the Aussie CAD now. So let's take a look at, which is pretty interesting. You know, getting the New Zealand CAD and Aussie CAD are pretty much going to move in the same direction. But hopefully we'll have a better setup on the Aussie CAD right here than I did on the New Zealand CAD. And let's see here. There's a trade we placed the other day. All right, so I'm going to go to the daily time frame. Just get a quick view on the daily right here. And traders, with us moving below this level of resistance right here, I'm probably going to expect price to drop back down to this level here before going back up. So I'm looking for a bit of a dip here just because we're below there. So I'm probably going to look for a sell on this, which is a little different to what I'm seeing on the New Zealand CAD at the moment right now. Remember, the New Zealand CAD, we're looking for a buy to come back up because we have this irregular flat. Look at this, traders. See how the market creates this dip, rally, dip. Now looking for a rally and then a dip again, all right? That's called an irregular flat. Now, if you take a look at the Aussie CAD that I'm looking at right now, we're getting a similar look, but it's in a different direction, all right? Same time frame, but look at this. We have a rally, dip, rally. Market takes out the high, and now we're looking for price to dip down here before we see another rally, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to look, and again, traders, I'm looking for short-term opportunity, like a quick in and out scenario. And I've really traded the New Zealand CAD long. I'm going to do something different here, and I'm going to use the Aussie CAD as a hedge to my New Zealand CAD, which means that one of them will pay off first and then it'll pick up a second position. And when it does that, it'll come back and actually go ahead and profit on that as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on a short on the Aussie CAD. And it's going to be at this price at 89.56. So I'm going to go in short at 89.56 right here. So sell 89.56 right there. That's going to be my trade here on the Aussie CAD. There it is. All right. Now, Cameron, you're up next.
Okay.
Let's take a look and see what you got here.
CAD Swiss.
CAD Swiss it is.
All right.
All right, jump into it.
CAD Swiss is sitting at some resistance. Are we breaking that resistance? That's the question. I'm looking at previously over here. I see this trend line here. And price came and broke. So it looks like price is coming back into this zone here of this key structural point in the market where price broke. So I'm going to go and zoom in here and see, okay, we're at our resistance. We are in an over bought position here. We do have price creating higher highs, okay, and higher lows. But as you can see on my MACD, it's starting to create a lower high as it's showing bullish momentum is starting to slow down. And we are at a supply zone, which is really a resistance here. And even looking at the 50-minute time frame, we even see some negative divergence as well. So I'm expecting some pullback. So the CAD Swiss to me is going to be a sell.
All right. Sell at current price. And that price is at 74.81. So traders, we're going to go ahead and put that in. Again, we're not able to access our VPS. And normally we do this live and place this live. So because of that reason, we're going to go ahead and make a note right here. And Cameron says a sell at 74.84. All right, sell at 74.84. There it is there. And that's on the CAD Swiss right here. Well, I'm putting a lot of text messaging here. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. All right, so Cam's got to sell. Now I can see that. I can see the big bearish candle that we had right here in the early morning. Big bearish candle. This is a 1 hour time frame. We're getting a retest of that. That retest will put us into a sell. We've seen a little bit of divergence at the top here that Cam mentioned. So, and we also look at that as well. We also came out to the 1.618. Although the market has already, it looks like it's just range bound really. If you look at it over here, market seems pretty range bound right here, and not really something happening. So, so I agree that selling right here for the move to the downside would be a good option right there. Okay, good. All right. I think I'm on the same page as you, Cam. I think that's a good call. I think that's a good call. Now we left with one currency left. And I know it was like, what's going on with the euro? Well, we're going to be talking about the euro. I'm so glad that this currency pair has been left for the last look in our show today, because I know that there's a lot of buyers in the euro right now, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with the euro. Now, Cameron, are you in any positions at the moment now on the euro? Are you flat on the euro?
No.
Okay, so you're flat, right?
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of buys, and I'm looking for price to move up all the way up to retest this level right here at around about 1.01. I'm going to go ahead and mark it off right here. All right, that's where I'm looking for price to come back. If you actually look at price here on the 1 hour, you can see that we really are range bound. A lot of traders were concerned before heading into the non-farm payroll. They were concerned when we're trading down here below that we're actually going to go ahead and see a breakout of price go lower. But I'm still seeing the dollar weakening. All right, I'm still seeing the dollar. Just mute your mic, Cam. I'm still seeing the dollar looking to work its way bearish, and because of that, I'm going to favor more of a hawkish look on the euro. So I'm still expecting euro to go up a little higher, maybe retest this level right here. And then maybe at that point, we could see a breakout to the upside and a change in trend, because we have been trending bearish on the euro. But I think a decision making would be coming would have to come up around about that level. Now I'm not worried about what it does after that. I'll be closing out my positions and taking profit at that level, but I'm definitely going to be watching this intraday move right here and looking to see if we can buy in the dips, or if the market's already hit resistance and we now need to go ahead and look for a sell. So let's look at this right here. Now, I want to go ahead and say this. The positions I currently have, for those that are following my signals, which is part of the professional membership. So if you're interested, check out the professional membership in the TradersNetworkClub.com website. Go to TradersNetworkClub.com. You'll check it out. So far this month, you can see right here, we've done pretty solid last month. We made 20% last month. We are holding positions, some drawdown positions. We're up 1.1% so far this month as well. We've had a really tremendous good run. We're over 300% up this year already. Check out the professional membership and make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Now, also check out Cameron. Cameron, you might want to go ahead and talk to them about your trading room, the VIP trading room, because you guys are up about 100% this year. And that's based on technical analysis combined with, of course, with some live sessions that they can follow you. And also they get access to a trading tool that they can go ahead and place these trades as well. Do you want to go ahead and just give everyone a little bit of a sort of a rundown of exactly what you guys are doing in your VIP trading room? Your mic.
Oops, I had on mute. So yeah, if you go ahead and look at my returns here, you can see we just closed off with about 15% returns in was it August?
Yeah.
So yeah, 15% return in August, and we did start this VIP session in the month of May. So you can see we've been averaging pretty good since then, with 15%, 10, 17, almost 15% in August here, and obviously this is the start of the new month. So we've been doing really good with our returns, and our goal is always to go up above, break 10% for the month. And what we do is we have daily morning sessions, live training sessions that I host myself, where the members come in, they watch me trade live in the mornings, and we are all connected into a Discord where we can chat and learn and interact with one another. The members have a great time in that Discord. You have all our signals as well, our exclusive signals and our VIP signals as well, connected in that Discord. And you'll be also gifted the trading tool that we use placing these trades in the show. You'll be gifted that tool as well as a VIP member, so you can go ahead and place the trades along with us. So yeah, we're having a blast, and the members are loving it.
And Cameron, you're doing these shows live, and you're showing them exactly what you're looking for, exactly, and then you're placing live trades in the show that they can follow you and match up the trades that you're placing as well, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty awesome, and the results are pretty awesome. So it's good education, it's good hands-on trading in the live sessions, and of course, you get the opportunity to be able to profit as Cameron's profiting as well. So that's great, fantastic, Cameron. You guys are you're doing a great job there. And I must admit, I pop in every now and then in that Discord, and I'm seeing a lot of chatter going on there. So it's good to see that everyone's excited, everyone's happy, everyone's supporting each other inside that Discord, and that's really what it is. All right, now let's go ahead and there we go, Tyson. Thank you very much. Tyson's gone ahead and thrown in a comment right there. Check it out, VIP room and the professional membership. Now let's take a look right here. Wow, Brian says he's up in August 18%. He ended up at 18% in August. Fantastic, Brian. Fantastic. Those are the type of results that these traders are getting on a regular basis, and it's pretty good. Now I want to throw out a disclaimer right there, right? Although the returns are there, remember we're all heading into some really tough months coming up between September and December, but if the market stay the way it has been over the last 6 months to 8 months, we should still be able to profit as much as we have been profiting in the last. Because if the markets are range bound and we don't see big breakouts and the market is really confused, which I believe it is based on the Feds, I think we're going to be able to really hit some good returns between now and the end of the year. So it's going to be a great December bonus, if you want to call it that, based on the results that we're expecting to get between now and. So you guys jump onto that bandwagon. It's leaving the station. Make sure you guys check out TradersNetworkClub.com. Now, let's go ahead and look at the euro. The euro, I've already spoken about the opportunity here on the euro. Okay. Now, before I give you our conclusion right here, I want to let everyone know that we do have a sponsor for our YouTube channel, and we're going to go ahead and share a little bit about the brokerage company that is sponsoring us. Go ahead and check this out. All right, traders, if you're looking for a if you're looking for a broker to trade through, check out ACAP. If you're an international client, which means that you're not a US-based client, check out ACAP, the description down below. Down below is a description. There are links there. If you do subscribe by using the link there, or at least open a trading account with the link down below, let us know, because that link will lead it to our IB agreement, and therefore we can offer you a discount on your second, I want to be clear, on your second subscription with our company, because with the Traders Network Club. So check it out down below. We want to help you be able to not only save money, but be able to profit as well. Check it out down below, the description down below. All right, now, here we are. Euro. So Cameron, my thought here on the euro here is that we're going to continue to rally, but are we going to see a pullback? And that's the question here. Here's the resistance. We're trading right there at that resistance level right there. And so if I look at the swings going up right here, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do this. We haven't quite got to this level yet. And we did get a little bit of a bounce off that resistance there. I think we're going to break out of that resistance, trading slightly above that. I think we're going to break above, and we're going to chase off that 20 per profit. I think a buy here at 1.0010. And if the market does pull back a little bit, it might come back down to retest that 382 that it hasn't. So we'll probably get a 34 per pullback, which means we'll probably enter a second trade right here. But I think we've got some room for that 20% to the upside. I want to get your insight on this, because you've been doing so good in your VIP rooms on these things, and I've been watching your trades, and they paying off like quickly. So share a little bit about what you think, and let's go ahead and make a decision based on your analysis and combined with mine. I know that, and I'm going to say this, Cam, resistance is resistance until proven otherwise, and we're at resistance, so I should be selling right now, but I'm thinking about a breakout. So I haven't been proven that it's broken yet, but go ahead.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and show my screen?
Yes.
So the buy is what I'm looking at too, because I'm expecting price to come back to our supply zone here. We're sitting at this mid-range of support and resistance, which I usually mark this out as kind of a mid-range of liquidity, where price comes and it kind of makes some waves. And you can see I am seeing some negative divergence here on the lower time frame. But what I'm also seeing is I'm looking at my MACD and I'm seeing some consolidation here as we're losing bearish and momentum. So price is starting to kind of consolidate. And once it starts breaking these highs, that's when we're going to get a push to our supply. So as you can see here, look at my MACD on the highs here. Price is creating higher highs and higher lows as well. Okay. So we are kind of moving up right now. And as you can see, we do have supply right here that price tends to come and test. So I am expecting a rally here on the euro US dollar to go ahead and move into the supply zone, which would be over 20 pips. So we would go ahead and hit our target. But I do see some negative divergence on the lower time frame. And moving to the higher time frame, there's not divergence that there yet. So I'm expecting some rally then pullback.
Okay, so you agree, and in order for us to be able to protect ourselves, we are going to cost average, which means if it does dip down, we'll get in the game. If it comes back to retest that resistance again, we'll be able to profit on that trade, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. We're getting a better price, as we spoke about it earlier on. We're getting actually 1.008. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll grab 1.008 and we'll buy at 1.008. Keep in mind, traders, that there is a spread difference as well. So whatever your spread is, make sure you add it on. So right now we got this is the bid price at 1.009 now. I'll take 9 because that's what it is, 9. And so that's the buy price right here. We're going to go ahead and throw that in. And keep in mind that we are looking for a 20 pip net profit. A 20 pip net profit. So which means, traders, that at 1.0029 is what our target's going to be. Now, if you're going to include spread, because this is what you're seeing right here is quoted the actual sell price. So the buy price on that would actually be maybe 2 pips higher or a pip and a half higher. So you might get it at 1.0010 or 1.0011, depending, of course, on your broker. But what's going to happen right here is you're going to look for that 20 pip, which is 1.0029 is the profit target if you got in at 09. So that's what it is right here. So we get a little bit of pop. We go, there he is. So we're up a little bit on that. Let's just do a quick recap, Cameron, on the trades that we have placed, that everyone is aware of this. In the meantime, while I'm doing the recap, can you just check if the VPS is running? I don't think I've got any confirmation from the team here yet, which is pretty sad. I do apologize that we haven't got our VPS going, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, if price moves away from our entry points, we probably won't be able to do anything. All right, so here it is. Let's start off with the first one. This is a quick recap right here for everyone. We got a trade right here at a sell at 89.56. Right now, we're at our current price. You see right here. We're basically at break even right now on the Aussie. Let's go to the Euro. Euro, we had a buy at 1.009. It's now at 13. So that's up a little bit. What is this? The US dollar CAD. There it is. There it actually did get to the 1.6 rate, but it is pushing lower. Let's go ahead and explain to traders a little bit about this. Okay. So Cameron went in with a buy here. Does he have a problem right now? All right, because he went in the buy at 31.07. It's trading at 30.70 and 78. Now, what Cameron's going to be doing is going to be buying at a 20 pip increment. So, which means, traders, we do have the market creating. Oh, it looks like my fib's in the wrong place here. Let me just do this again. And let's see if I've got my fib. Oh, no, my fib's on the right place. There it is there. Sorry, I thought I had it wrong. All right, so what's going to happen is here. Cameron got in at 31.07. So 25 pips below that will get him in at a second entry point. And let's go ahead and mark that down. He'll get him in another buy at 1.30. I'm trying to do the math in my head here. 82. So 1.3082 right here. So this will be his second buy. $1.3082. So currently right now, Cameron is in on 2 entries. There it is there. One here, one here. Now, if the market, for those that don't know, when the market breaks through a resistance level, especially a 1.618, guess what? Price is going to come back to retest that. Now, Cameron bought right about there, just slightly shy of that level, which means that traders, by the time the market starts working its way back, and it comes back to retest the backside of the trend line, and it gets to the first entry point, Cameron's going to be able to profit of a net 20 pip profit right there. So getting in on a second entry point right here, does allow us to work our way back towards that support. And I think this is the most important thing that you need to know. Support is support until proven otherwise. When it is proven to be broken, price comes back to retest that level before moving further down south. And it might take 1 or 2 levels before it decides to come back to retest that level. And when it does, you're going to be able to profit back on that trade. So although Cameron got in at 31.02, and it may have seemed like premature, we have a strategy that backs us up. Specifically in this show, we don't have the opportunity to say, hey, well, I'm going to wait 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to wait 15 minutes. I'm going to wait until the market gets to a certain level. We have to react straight away. And so we have this type of rules been put in order to be able to protect us, that if the market does move against us, we can go ahead and work our way out of the trade. So we will still make our 20 pip net profit. It just might take a little bit longer. All right. That's on that trade right here. Let's go take a look at the CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss, Cameron went in on a sell on the CAD Swiss. Cameron, I don't know, but it looks like I'm going to win this championship, my friend. Cameron went in on a sell on the CAD Swiss. He sold here at 74.74. Now, if he goes in at 74.74, 25 pips above that, which, by the way, the market already got there, okay? I think it did got there. Let's take a look at that high. No, I think it did not. The next entry point is going to be at 74.99. So sell at 74.99 will be his next entry point right here. So if he is wrong on his first, he will have his second entry point at 74.99, which means, once again, traders, if the markets aren't going to go do anything and it's going to be choppy, then what's going to happen is the market's going to do this. He'll get in on his second entry point. When it comes down to his first entry point, he's still going to make profit. He's got his negative divergence here. As price moved up, he's got his negative divergence. So he is looking at the overall direction to be bearish. So he should be good to go on this trade. Let's go take a look at the next trade right here. This is the last trade right here. I picked up on a buy, and I went at 80 to 19. It's trading at it got to a high, and the high is at 80.30. So I was about 10 pips in the money right there. Now it's trading at 22, so I'm about 3. So we're slightly in the money on this. We haven't hit our profit target yet. So the two trades that are positive at the moment right now looks like the break even on the Aussie CAD and a slightly in the money on the New Zealand CAD for me. And then Cameron's both these positions right here on the US dollar CAD. He's down on the US dollar CAD, and he chose also the New Zealand CAD. And he is, not New Zealand CAD, CAD Swiss. And he's slightly down on both. So he's down on both those positions. Currently right now, it looks like I'm leading the tournament. And then on the Euro is the one that we chose together. And we're up about 7 pips on that trade. It looks like, Cameron, we're definitely heading towards that target. So I think we're good on that. Now, we're going to go ahead and update you inside the actual Telegram channel. If you don't know what that is, check down below. There's a Telegram channel. In the Telegram channel, we'll be sending you information about the trades that we have taken. So everything we've done right here, we'll go ahead and walk you through that trade, let you know how that's been placed. And if we have the opportunity to still enter on those trades, we'll go ahead and enter. But if those trades have already paid off based on our analysis that we've gone here, we're probably not going to enter that, but we will enter the ones that are not profiting yet. We'll go ahead and place those trades. And you'll be able to follow all that information by checking out the Telegram down below and go ahead and connect it to that Telegram channel. It is free. Connect to it. The information is going to be there for you. All right, Cam, do we have access to our VPS yet? I don't think so.
No.
No, we don't. All right. It is what it is. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much wraps up the Friday. Everyone have an awesome long weekend. For those celebrating I know here in the US, we're celebrating Labor Day on Monday. Fantastic long weekend for us. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, you guys had a great week, great month of trading last month, and looking forward to a super cool and profitable month of trading in September. With that being said, Cameron, any last words from you?
Nope. I will see you guys next week.
No, you will not see your VIP students. Do they know that the VIP students are not in on Monday, or are you going to be working Monday
Yeah,
morning?
Monday. Yeah, Monday. I will announce that in the Discord. But I will see
Yes,
them
because
soon.
you know why you know why you're not going to be in the VIP room on Monday.
Yes, I do know why.
Yes, because you're going to be in a golf course and you're going to be teeing up with me at 9 o'clock in the morning at Cypress Run, and that's where you're going to be at 9 o'clock. I'm not going to be trading. All right, traders, enjoy the long weekend. All right, Cameron.
See you guys.
Cheers, bye bye.